सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् रे रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् रे रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम्
Hello, Namaskaram.
Namaste, sir.
Yeah, Namaste, Namaste. Yeah. Audio is clear? Audio is okay?
Yes.
Okay, we'll start.
Yeah.
Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ददामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायदपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैः रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्दं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we are in the 15th chapter. So we have completed up to verse number 3. 1, 2, 3 also we finished, but we will do 3 again because 3 and 4 are always chanted together. So 3 and 4 are together. So we will start from verse number 3. Okay. Purushothama Yogam. Third verse. Na rupamasyeha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha ashvattamenam suvirudhamulam asangashastrena dridhena chitva tatah padam tat parimargitavyam यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसृता पुराणी. So third verse is na rupamasyeha tatopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha ashvattamenam suvirudhamulam asangashastrena dridhena chitva. This is what we explained in our last session, but we will just refresh it. This universe, okay, there is no starting, there is no end. This universe is the samsara vriksham. Okay, this samsara, this people tree, na rupam asyeha iha. When you look from this earth, when you look from here, okay, na asya rupam, the form of this ashwatha tree which is described, tatha na upalabhyate, the purna rupam cannot be seen. The purna rupam cannot be seen because this doesn't have any adi na antam. There is no beginning, there is no end. See, last class also we discussed. See, the tree, do not see it as a tree, but you see it as your own life. When we look at our life, okay, this life is the samsara vriksham. This samsara vriksham, that is this people tree, is our own life. Where is the starting? Where is the end? We cannot find anything because this all been for many janmas it have been there. So we don't know when this started. We don't know when it started. We only see a body which is come here now, and this body will disappear and another body, and it continues. So this samsara vriksham has got no beginning, no end. Okay. So asya rupam tatha na upalabhyate na antaha na adihi na sampratishtha. Where it is rooted, that also we don't know. Okay. So this samsara vriksham is rupam we doesn't know. Then asanga shastrena dridhena chitva. So how to get over it, or how to transcend this samsara vriksham, how to go up in this tree. This way the moolam is at the top, the goal is higher, and the branches are down. We all explained all this earlier. So how to get over it, samsara samudram or samsara vriksham, how to come over it? The only way is asanga shastrena, asangam, that is non-attachment. That is the only weapon with which we have to cut this tree. So we normally how we cut the tree, we cut from the branches and other things like that, and then we come slowly to the root. Similarly, shanaihi, slowly control over the senses, control over the mind. By controlling the mind, what is this sangam? Sangam is attachment. What is attachment? What attachment causes? Attachment causes ragam and dvesham. Okay, attachment towards anything in this world which will cause a like or dislike, raga dvesham, and this raga dvesham, we will have all experiences, and the impressions of these experiences will be there inside our mind. They are the vasanas. These, from this vasana, you can call it as a karana shariram. Vasana is the karana shariram. From there this mind arises, and from this mind this body comes out. So the vasanas, the mind, the sense organs, and all that what is said, what is seen outside. So the world that appears is inside the chittam only. Whatever is there in your chittam is projected outside as this world. That is the samsara vriksham. Samsara vriksham, this people tree, is inside each one of us. There is nothing outside. Outside it is only Brahman. But we project it as this and that because of our raga and dvesha, our likes and dislikes, or the impressions with which is there inside us causes this raga and dvesha. So to cut it, the only weapon is asanga shastrena. Attachment is the biggest problem. So non-attachment, with the non-attachment only, this tree, samsara tree, can be cut down. Then there is nothing. What is the cause of this attachment? How to get rid of this sangam? Because any object in this world is kshanikam. Everything is kshanikam. Today it is there, tomorrow it is not there. In Malayalam there is a verse, Kandu kandang irikum janattine kandillennu varuttum nadum bhavan. We are seeing kandu kanda, when you are seeing all the time, suddenly disappears. Kandu kandang irikum janattine means the people that around you, you are seeing every day, suddenly disappeared. Not there. Rendu nalu dinam konduruttane tandileti nadattum nadum bhavan. In 2 or 4 or 5 days, you will see a person who is walking, can be seen on a stretcher. Very simple. So this life is kshanikam. It is kshanikam. Understanding this fact, we should have developed vairagyam towards all the objects of this world. Vairagyam is dispassion, means this I don't need any dependency on this. I should not depend on these vastus, these objects of this world, which are the cause of all my sufferings. Okay, with this thought, and then what is there? The God alone is there. Only Bhagavan is there. Everything is Brahman alone. Sarvam Ishwaramayam, Sarvam Brahmamayam. Whatever we see is all Bhagavans. There is nothing mine. There is nothing mine. Okay, this me and mine is the problem of the samsara vriksham. So this attitude of this mind is the sangam, which has to be cut down by asangam. The samsara vriksham can be cut down by asangam. So asanga shastrena dridhena chitva, by cutting the tree with the weapon of asangam, non-attachment. Then tatah padam, next verse, 4th verse, tatah padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yatah pravritti prasrita purani. Tataha means after cutting down with the asanga shastram, means after developing asangam, non-attachment towards all the objects of this world, that is cutting down the tree. By developing this weapon of asangam inside us, non-attachment inside us towards everything, towards money, property, relations, everything that is there outside, which we thought that is going to give me happiness, that attachment is cut down. Then tataha yasmin gataha, those who reach that state, okay, yasmin gataha bhuyaha na nivartanti, one who reached that place, okay, that what is that place, we will discuss. Then from there bhuyaha na nivartanti, they will never come back to this world. They will never fall back to this tree, to these branches. We know this is a people tree is an upside down tree, that the roots are on top and the branches are down. So one who has reached the place, that place, from there never comes down to the people tree, never comes into the samsaram. Then tat padam, that place, that sthanam, that abode, supreme abode, that sthanam, parimargitavyam. It has to be enquired. We should do enquiry and find out. Parimargitavyam. You should inquire and find out. Yataha, from that sthanam, Purani, from the time immemorial, that is from the very first, pravrittihi prasrita. From that only all karma started. Tam Adyam, that ultimate supreme Purusham, Eva, that Bhagavan, that Chetana, that Chaitanyam, Prapadye, Sharanam Prapadye. I surrender to that Purusha. I take refuge. I surrender in that God, in that Chaitanyam. One who takes refuge, one who surrenders to that Chaitanyam, Atma, Brahman, etc., Nissangatvam, naturally it strengthens up. Nissangatvam will come naturally when one dwells only in God, only in Bhagavan. There is nothing other than Brahman here. Everything is Brahman, Brahma Puradaha, Brahma Paschad, Brahma Uttaradaha, Brahma Dakshinadaha, Brahma Urdhva, Brahma Adha. Everywhere Brahman alone. Sarvam Brahmamayam. This thought, keeping our mind only in God, in Bhagavan, which is to be parimargitavyam. We have to do enquiry and find out. Where is this Bhagavan? Am I this body? Atma Vicharam. Am I this mind which is constantly changing? The body is changing, which cannot be dependent. Is there anything else inside me? Then the mind, then I am also able to watch the mind, because the mind is nothing but thoughts which are having emotions, right? Various emotions come and go, and who is that watching this mind? That aham, which is there inside as aham, okay? That jiva, that jivan is Brahman. That jivam Brahma only. Jivo Brahmaiva na aparaha. That jivan is not this body which is contained in this body. But we think that this jivan is contained in this body. Like how, suppose there is a pot, inside the pot the space is there. Then the pot breaks, is the space is merging with the outer space? It is ever merged. There is nothing, the pot cannot cut the space inside this pot. Even when the pot is there, even when the pot is not there, the space is only one. But it appears to be that the space is contained in this pot. Similarly, we think that this jivan is just contained in this body, whereas the jivan is like the space, one space. Similarly, the Chaitanyam is only one alone. This is Atma Vicharam. This is Parimargitavyam. So we should do enquiry and find out this Bhagavan, and that Bhagavan, Saranam Prapadye, Purusham eva Prapadye, Tameva Prapadye. What is the word? Yasmin Gatva na Nivartanti Bhuyah, Tameva Chadyam Purusham Prapadye, Yatah Pravritti Prasrada Purani, Tameva Prapadye. Tameva, again this word, there is there in the 18th chapter, there is a beautiful verse, 18th chapter 61. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantrarudhani mayaya. Ishvaraha, that Bhagavan, Sarvabhutanam hrideshe tishtati. Every being here, everything that appears to be moving or appears not to be moving, all of that, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam hrideshe Arjuna tishtati. At the center, this Bhagavan is there in everything around us. Where is this center? Every point is center. Okay, so Hriddeshe Arjuna, this Bhagavan Ishvaraha Sarvabhutani Hriddeshe Tishtati Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yandrarudhani Mayaya. Mayaya, everyone feels and thinks that I am this body. With this Brahman, everyone is being troubled by this Maya. So that Bhagavan Tameva Saranam Gacha. Tameva, that Bhagavan, Tameva, here also Tameva Prapadye, Tameva Saranam Gacha, Sarvabhavena Bharata. Hey Arjuna, Sarvabhavena. What do you mean by Sarvabhavam? Sarvam Brahmamayam. There is nothing other than me here. Me is Brahman. There is nothing other than me. There is only one, and that one is Bhagavan alone. Tameva Saranam Gacha, Sarvabhavena Bharata. Tat Prasadat. By the prasadam, tat prasadat, from that Bhagavan's blessing, param shantim prapsyati. Param shanti, that ultimate shanti, ultimate state, where here the same verse Bhagavan says here that tat tataha tat padam, that place, that abode, that supreme state, tat padam, tat prasadat param shantim prapsyasi. That is Shanti is the Swarupam of that place. Shanti. Shanti is that supreme abode. Okay. The same, that Shanti is Yogam. That is the Yogam. Okay. Yoga Sthiti. Yoga Sthiti is that state where only Shanti alone is there. That we will get by Tameva Saranam Gacha. Surrender to that God. You alone is there. I am not there. You alone are there. Now nobody else other than Bhagavan here. That alone will prasadad param shantim prapsyasi shashwadam, permanent. Shashwadam. After that, never comes back. Never comes back. What does that mean? When we are at that Shanti, when we are in that ultimate Shanti, nothing can disturb us. There is no sangam towards anything. There is no dukkham. There is no anxiety, no shokam, no moham. Nothing. Well, it is not possible to cry. It is not possible to get disturbed from that state. That is what it means by saying na nivartati bhuyaha, doesn't come back to this samsara vriksham. What does that mean? Samsara vriksham never comes back means take our own life. So once a person who reaches that state will never come back to samsara vriksham. It doesn't mean that he will not live, he will die. No, not that. It is Jivan Mukti. That state is Jivan Mukti. After that, there will be no disturbance, there will be no anxious moments, there will be no shokam, there will be no dukkham. This shokam, dukkham, etc. is samsaram. That is what is falling back. That is what is nivartati bhuyaha. Again you come back to this vriksham. What is this vriksham? It consists of janma, jara, mrityu, again janma, punarjanma. All this is happening to this body. Right? So one who identifies with this body will have to go through this. But one who identifies with Atma, then there is no coming back. That is, there is no janma, there is no punarjanma. Janma, punarjanma, swargam, naragam, right? Hell, heaven, all this, everything is in this Brahman only. In this illusion, in this Brahman. So all these do not really exist. They appear to exist. This Janma, Maranam, all that. Birth, death, okay? Again, Punarjanma, etc. They are all in this Brahman. It is all in delusion. It is all Moham. It is the Brahman it is. Whereas in Atma, there is nothing. There is no Janma, Jara, Mrityu. That is, Najayate, Mriyadeva, Kadachit, Nayam Bhutva, Bhavitava, Nabhuyaha. Ajaha Nityaha Shashvatoyam Puranaha Na Hanyamane Sharire. Na Hanyate Hanyamane Sharire. Na Hanyate. I don't die. That is a state. And in me, everything else appears. So, that Shashvatam Sthanam Tameva Chadyam Purusham Prapadye Yatah Pravritti Prasrada Purani. From there, Yasmin Gada, one who has reached that state, Bhuyaha Na Nivartandi, never comes back. Never comes back to this pipal tree. Never comes back to this samsara tree. So that means there is no fall. Once we reach there, there is no fall. We'll move to the fifth verse. Nirmana moha jita sanga doshaha adhyatma nityaha vinivritta kamaha dvandvair vimuktaha sugha dukha samjnaihi gachyandya mudha paramavyayam tad. One more time. Nirmana moha jita sanga doshaha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha dvandvair vimukta sugha dukha samjnair gachyandya mudha padamavyayam tat. Gachyandya mudhaha. Reaching that place from where there is no returning to samsara vriksham, we said. Who can reach there? Who will reach there? Satya buddhi. Amudhaha means satya buddhi. Who are amudhaha? Those who know the truth without even the slightest doubt. There is absolutely no doubt in intellectual understanding and assimilating this knowledge. There is no doubt who am I. There is no doubt. Clear understanding. I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am that Atma. That clarity is understood intellectually and assimilated that knowledge through the practice of whatever karma we are in. Through the practice of karma yoga. Through the practice of karma yoga means wherever, whatever we are doing, maybe a scientist, maybe a housemaker, or a cobbler, or anything that we do in our karma is not important. Whichever karma we are doing, there all the karma is done as an offering to God. There is nothing, I don't want anything. The karma and the karma phala, everything is offered to God, offered to Bhagavan. That is karma yoga. So one who does this and assimilated that knowledge that aham brahmasmi, okay, that is satya buddhi. They are amudhaha, that's satya buddhi. Amudhaha, those who know the truth without even the slightest doubt. Their satya anubhavam, their anandam, that shanti is, that satya anubhavam is the eternal goal. That is the goal of the satya buddhi, and then that is tat padam gacchanti. Avyayam tat padam gacchanti. Why do we say avyayam? It is imperishable. Once we reach there, there is no falling back. That is avyayam. There is no coming back. That we have to understand this word avyayam, imperishable. Imperishable means one who reached that shanti, that yoga sthiti, there is no coming back. That means will never get disturbed. If somebody is getting disturbed, then what does that mean? It means that there is still some attachment towards something. So we have to analyze that. Why are we having that disturbance there at that moment? Right? So that understanding and analyzing that why am I getting disturbed is finding the what I am attached to. Each one will be attached to something or other. That is the reason why that individual is having a suffering. That has to be analyzed and put satya buddhi there. Right? Why am I attached? I should not be attached towards this because this is impermanent. This thing has got no permanent existence. The only thing that is permanent is Atma, Bhagavan, and that is there everywhere, and I am not seeing God in that. That is the reason why I am getting attached. So like that, we have to go on practicing it. Amudhaha avyayam tatpadam gachanti. Okay, there is no notion of ego, there is no I, there is no I at all. Okay, aham bhavam, I am the doer, I am doing something and I am enjoying. All that is completely or slowly, it is slowly and completely, it has to be destroyed. Aham to be destroyed through the practice of Satya Buddhi. Know that aham, I am Atma and aham Brahmasmi. Through that thought only this can be reduced. Right? Then Nirmana Mohaha. This is what it is. Aham bhava, nirmana mohaha, I, that ego, and because of that delusion, moham. This is a delusion. Okay. Jita sanga doshaha. What are the doshaha? Doshaha means because of sangam, the emotions that arise in our mind are the doshas. What are the doshas? We know. Kamam, Krodham, Lobham. They are the three big enemies. They are the three gates to heaven. Bhagavan says in 19th chapter, I think, where these three, Kamam, desire, Krodham, the anger that is arising in the mind, and Lobham, greediness. These three are the gateways to the hell, to Naragam. So they are the main Shatrus. They are the doshas. And how these doshas arise in the mind? Only because of attachment. That is why Sangam, Sanga doshaha. All because of the attachment, these doshas arise. Kamam, Krodham, etc. You think about it. We know that when this arises in us, is it a happier thing? Is it, do we become happier by getting angry? No, absolutely no. It is causing a lot of disturbance in our mind, is it not? Shanti is what is we require. Peace of mind. Ashantasya kuta sukham. There is no sukham in an ashanti mind. So the mind has to be at peace. So Shanti is the Swarupam. A mind which is in Shanti is Brahman. A mind which is disturbed is Samsaram. Okay, so a mind which has come to a state of yoga, which has come to a state of equanimity, that is the Swarupam of Brahman. Yogastah kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyau samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. That samatvam, equanimity of the mind, is called yoga. Right? Then ihaiva tairjita sarga yesham samye sthitam manaha. Whose mind is in shanti or whose mind is in equanimity. Ihaiva, here, right now, here and now. Jita sargaha, he or she overcomes srishti. Srishti means srishti, sthiti, layam, everything. He overcomes janma and maranam. Everything he overcomes. There is no srishti, there is no pralayam for that. Ihaivatayir jita sargaha. Yesham samye sthitam manaha. Whose mind is sarvatra samadarshanam. Sarvam brahmamayam. That person doesn't see other than God here. Right? Yesham samye sthitam manaha nirdosham hi samam brahma. Tasmat brahmani te sthitaha. Te brahmani te sthitaha. They are established in Brahman. Means Brahmaiva. Not Brahmavid. Brahmaiva. They are Brahman. Means whose mind is in equanimity is in Brahman. Or Brahman. That itself is Brahman. Okay. Equanimity. Mind in equanimity state through jnanam. Through any other means, if you reach equanimity of the mind, it is likely to fall down. Whereas through jnanam, one who reaches that yoga sthiti will never fall. So one who reaches, that is the param sthanam. Okay, that is avyayam sthanam. So again, coming back to this verse, nirmana mohaha jita sanga doshaha, one who overcomes, one who succeeds, or one who win over this doshaha, jita sanga doshaha, all these doshas, kama, krodha, lobham, etc. One who overcomes means one who succeeds, win over this, transcends this. Okay, jita sanga doshaha, mastered over these emotions like kamam, krodham, which arise due to attachment. Then adhyatma nityaha, atma alone is the truth, it is sanatanam, that atma alone is the truth. This knowledge is clearly intellectually understood and has been practiced in real life. Okay, vinivritta kamaha, no other desires, no desires in bhautika sukham. See, one who has touched that atma anubhavam, anandam, okay, slowly the interest in bhautika sukham will reduce, will not have any specific interest in I want to do that to be happy, I want to enjoy that ice cream again. That urge will not be there. Bhaudika Sugam will reduce, because without that only you are in Anandam. Without that you are having that Tripta, you are having that peace of mind. The Anandam is there within. Anandam is to be understood as Shanti, peace. So one who has that Anandam inside will not look forward to an experience to be happy. That is what Bhautika Sugam, Vinivritta Kamaha, no desire for any Bhautika Sukham. Sukha Dukkha Sanjnaihi Dvandvaihi Vimuktaha. Sukham, Dukkham. All these Dvandvas, right? Where is it? Yeah, Manam, Apamanam. Right? Somebody insults me, somebody praised me. When somebody praises, I will not jump with joy. When somebody insults me, I will be depressed. Okay? These dvandvas, manam, jayam, success and failures. When there is a favorable condition happens, we feel happy, that we think that this is success. When an unfavorable thing happens, we will think that this is failure. Both this success and failure, it is about the mind. When something is favorable, we think we succeed, and when somebody praises, we feel happy, because there is a kartrutvam in it. I have done something, right? Suppose in family also, you will see this in family also. Because of me, the family is running good. Because of me, the children are studying good. Because of me, the children are studying in that particular college or school or etc. Because of me, the people having food here in my family. Because of me, my office is running beautifully. All this is all because of kartrutvam in it. Everything we think, the intelligence is my intelligence. It is because of my intelligence things are working like this. I am smart. Okay, so that is, the intelligence is mine. Again, the mine attitude is there. Because of my body, I have good health. That is why I struggled and earned all this money. And because of me, everyone is having good life here. It is all because of me. Whoever is having this must discard this. There is nothing mine. Everything is only God's. Everything is only Bhagavan's here. There is nothing mine. We should develop this attitude. Teach the mind all the time. There is nothing mine here. I did not bring anything here. So there is nothing mine. That mine attitude is the biggest problem. Right? Mamata. So all these dvandvas are all because of this mind. Manam, apamanam, jayam, aparajayam, sukham, dukkham, happiness, sorrow, sheetam, ushnam. All these dvandvas, pair of opposites, they do not cause any disturbance to the mind. They will not cause any disturbance to the mind, because the mind reaches equanimity already through jnanam. The mind has come to that equanimity state. So the mind will never get disturbed, should not get disturbed. If the mind is getting disturbed, there is an attachment. If there is a slightest fall in that peace, If there is a slightest crack in that piece, that means we analyze, we will know that there is something we are attached to. If not, nothing outside, to the body, to the health, to the health. That is why some people who doesn't have any attachment towards money or relations or property or anything, name and fame, nothing, but if they get sick, some sort of sickness, oh my God, get disturbed, because the attachment towards the body is so strong. Attachment towards everything has fallen, it has fallen down, but attachment towards the body has not gone yet. That is why, because we don't understand that this body is like a tomato, it will rot. The body will get deteriorate at one point of time as per the prakriti. As per the each prakriti means each body is different. According to the prakriti of that body, the body will, some will be tomato, some will be onion, like that. It will get spoiled one day, no doubt about it. This clarity must be there. That is why attachment towards the body also should be dropped. So no attachment towards anything. Okay. So vinivritta kamatvam, in that state, manam, apamanam, jayam, parajayam, sukham, dukkham, shitam, mushnam, all dvandvas do not disturb the mind. Mind reaches equanimity. This equanimity of the mind is unshaken by the pair of opposites, is Brahma Prapti, is the Abdeyam Padam Gachanti. That is the Abdeyam Padam. There never comes down. Never comes down. Okay. So, yeah, we already discussed the verse. Pair of opposite Brahma Prapti, te Brahmanite Siddha, Samye Siddham, no Bheda Chinda, etc. Sarvatra Samadarshanam, Sarvam Brahmamayam. All experiences are Brahma Anubhavam only. Okay, everything is Anandam. Any song we hear is Anandam. Somebody insulting us also is Anandam. Realize that the sound that is coming as insults is coming from God. The words are glory of God. Yadannu kettadadu Narayana Pratima, Yadannu kanmadadu Narayana Pratima, Yadannu ketpadadu Narayana Shrudigal. Anything, let that be any sound, anything that we hear is the glory of Narayana. That's it. Do not take it inside. Do not feel insulted. Praise also, similarly. Okay. Now we will move to the next verse. 6th verse. It's a beautiful verse. न तद्भासयते सूर्यः न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम paramam mama. Again, na nivartande. Again, same thing. Na tadbhasayate suryaha na shashango na pavagaha yadgatva na nivartande tadhama paramam mama. See, this verse is actually from the similar verse is there in Kathopanishad. That is from where this verse has come. Kathopanishad. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. There in Mundakopanishad also. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा Sarvamidam vibhati. First we will discuss this verse. Na tad bhasayate suryaha. See, this in this world we see objects. We see objects during daytime with the help of sunlight. So during daytime we see things because the sun is shining, and at night either moon or lamp. Either we see with the help of a lamp, we see things, we see objects, and or with the moonlight we see objects. Of course we need the eyes also, right? So these things where the sun, moon or fire etc. they illuminate the things outside. They are like the torch light. You use a torch. With the torch light, you can see all objects. You can see what is there in the room, everything you can see, right? You can see every nook and corner you can check with the torch light. But with the same torch light, can you see the battery? We cannot, right? So similarly, what is it? What is that light which is there inside the sun, the moon, and the fire, and your eyes, and everything around here? What is that light behind that? That light do not need another light to be revealed. We don't need another light because that light is self-effulgent. It is Swayam Jyotihi. Because of that light only sun is shining, or the moon is shining, because of that inside light. So that light is Atma. Like the battery of a torch, that light which is behind the sun, moon, etc., that light is Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhadi. Because of that light, everything else is shining. I am able to speak because of the Chaitanyam in me. I am able to see because of the Chaitanyam. I am able to hear anything because of the Chaitanyam. I am able to smell because of the Chaitanyam. I am able to feel anything because of the Chaitanyam. So the Chaitanyam within me is the reason for everything else to shine. Similarly, the sun also, the sun is the way the sun is, it is because of the Chaitanyam. Right? The names and forms will go away. There are thousands and thousands of suns have come and gone. Thousands of moons have come and gone. Right? All the celestials they appear and disappear all the time because everything else is temporary. Whereas the Chaitanyam is alone, it always one, and it never fades away. Right? The Chaitanyam is ever there. Because of the Chaitanyam, all of this appear and disappear. Whereas the Chaitanyam never disappears. Chaitanyam is ever present. Okay. So that is what it means. Na tad bhasayate suryo na shashango na pavakaha. That the sun illuminates not. Okay. The sun cannot illuminate. Like the torchlight cannot illuminate the battery. The sun cannot illuminate that, because that illuminates the sun. Okay. Na shashankaha, not the moon, nor the fire. Then yad gatva. Yad gatva means reaching that state. Reaching that state, reaching that abode, that supreme state of Shanti, supreme state of Brahman. Okay. Realizing that Brahman, yad gatva, reaching that state, na nivartante. There is no returning back to the problems of this world. There is no returning back to the problems of this world. The problems of this world is samsara. There is no returning, na nivartante, tat, that. See, whenever in Vedanta, tat means Brahman, tat tvamasi, that. Idam means this world. Whenever you hear idam, it always generally points to this world. Tat means that. That tat mama paramam dhamam. That is my supreme swarupam. Krishna says, that is my supreme swarupam. That is my true nature. That is my abode. That is the parama padam. Parama padam. That is the parama padam, my supreme state. Tadhama paramam mama. So again, when we read again, we will know that na tatra suryo, na tad bhasayate suryo, na shashango na pavakaha, yad gatva na nivartante, tadhama paramam mama. See, we should know the other Kadhopanishad verse, Please go through Kadhopanishad, that verse. It's a beautiful, it is good to memorize also. Na tatra suryo bhati, na chandratarakam, nema vidyuto bhanti. Vidyuto means lightning. The lightning cannot reveal the Atma. Atma will reveal the lightning. lightning cannot touch it, like the torch cannot illuminate the battery. Similarly, then Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Agnihi. What to speak of Agni? Agni cannot reveal Atma, because Atma is behind the Agni. Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. Because of the that which is self-effulgent, because of that light within every being here, everything else is shining. Means all of this that appear and disappear. Bhanti means appear and disappears because of bodham, because of that consciousness. If there is no consciousness, there is no prapancham. Right? Though consciousness is there, prapancham is there. There is no consciousness, no prapancham. That means the prapancham is consciousness. The prapancham that appears in consciousness is consciousness alone. Right? If there is no clay, no pot. If there is clay, pot is there. That means the pot is clay through and through. Every point in the pot is clay. Similarly, every point in this universe is Brahman, Bhagavan. Okay. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम paramam mama. So that tadhama paramam mama, that is my paramam dhamam, that is my supreme pure swarupam. So the goal is to reach that paramam padam. The lakshyam should be very clear, where there is no disturbance, where there is parama shanti, it is there, and that is the result of it. Okay, shanti is the shanti of the mind is the result of this jnanam. Once the jnanam is assimilated, then the result will be shanti. Okay, shanti of the mind. So the mind will take the form of Brahman when the mind is in equanimity. Please understand that way. Okay, that is the yoga sthiti. And from there is no coming back. Everything else is sankalpam. Everything else means here swargam, naragam, janmam, suffering, janmam, this being born, and then janma, jara, I mean getting old age and death, etc., is only an illusion. There is no reality in it. It is in Brahman. Brahman alone is the truth, and everyone is Brahman only. You are Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi, Tat Tvamasi, I am Atma Brahma. Whatever we are seeing in this universe, all as different, this, that, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., whatever we see is only one Atma. That I am Atma, which appears to be different, is that Jivans, all the Jivas that we see is Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. Everything, that Prajnanam, this knowledge, the bodham, the consciousness is Brahman. Okay, so Sarvam Brahmamayam, that is the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. And with this we will conclude today's class. 15.6 we finished. From 7th we will do from next class. 7th is Mamaivamsho Jivaloke Jivabhutas Sanatanaha Manashasthani Indriyani Prakritisthani Karshati. From 7th onwards we will do from next class. So most probably next week there won't be class, but I will put it in the group. Okay, I will put message. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu.